Hey everybody, this is Danelle. Today we're going to talk about some of the trending stories in the blockchain and NFT space. But as usual, we're going to start off with the cryptocurrency market. As you can see, Bitcoin has taken a nice leg up over the past week, up over 13.34%. And it's currently trading at $24,597. Ethereum seeing similar gains at 11.7% over the past 7 days, and it's currently trading just a tick under $1,700 at $1,698. If we go to the Bitcoin chart, as you can see over the last 3 months, we've had a nice leg or two up since the beginning of the year. We were trading at around that 22,000 to 24,000 range for about 4 to 5 weeks or so. And then we had a dip last week where it went down back to about 21,000. And then this week we have now taken a leg up, and it actually touched just at about 25,000 for a moment. And now we're trading at that 24,000, in between 24,000 and 25,000. So we had the news last week where Bitcoin dipped a little bit when the SEC fined the cryptocurrency exchange Kraken, which we mentioned in our last video, and we had the leg down last week, and now we have the leg up this week. So another exchange or blockchain platform that is in the news is Paxos. They are an infrastructure play. They actually work with major institutions who are interested in getting involved in integrating crypto and blockchain technology into their financial services. And you can see here in their press release earlier this week that Paxos, which is a leading regulated blockchain and tokenization infrastructure platform, received a Wells notice from the SEC on February 3rd, 2023. And basically, a Wells notice is a notice given by the SEC that they're looking to investigate and enforce a particular action against a platform or company that may have been in violation of SEC rules. So Paxos categorically disagrees with the SEC staff because the Wells notice is related specifically to Binance USD. BUSD is a stablecoin which was created by Binance, which is now the leading cryptocurrency exchange in the world, and it's a stable coin. And the SEC is currently looking at stablecoins and also looking at other cryptocurrencies to determine which cryptocurrencies are securities. And if they are considered securities, there are certain rules and regulations that have to be followed if you are issuing and trading and allowing retail investors and institutional investors to trade and interact and transact with a security. So Paxos received this Wells notice from the SEC related to their holdings and interactions with BUSD, which is once again a stablecoin, meaning that it's pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. So it's not supposed to fluctuate in any way, shape, or form. It's supposed to stay stable, hence the term stablecoin, 1-to-1. And people use stablecoins like BUSD. Another one is USDC. Another one is Tether, which is also known as USDT. And a lot of people who transact in cryptocurrency, in order to hold value, whether they're trading in and out of cryptocurrencies, will put their funds into these stable coins and have it basically as a reserve asset as they trade in and out of cryptocurrencies, or just to hold as they're waiting for dips and other potential transactions that they plan to do later on with other cryptocurrencies. As you can see here, Paxos categorically disagrees with the SEC staff because BUSD is not a security under the federal securities laws. And one of the prongs that the SEC uses is something called the Howey test. And one of the prongs in the Howey test is that there has to be an expectation of profit to be considered a security. And many people believe that stablecoins cannot inherently be a security because of the fact that it's a stable coin. It stays at that $1 level. Sometimes it'll fluctuate by 1/100th of a percentage of a cent or so, but generally it stays at that $1 level. So if we go back here and look at the cryptocurrency standings, you see Tether, which we mentioned, USDT is $1. The price is $1. USDC, the price is $1. So you can see the type of volume and the market cap for these stable coins, because a lot of people use these stable coins to get in and out of cryptocurrency. So you can see here BUSD, which is at issue of the Wells notice that was served on Paxos, is also a top 10 cryptocurrency, a stable coin with a price of $1. You can see there's very little, if any, fluctuation with any of these stable coins. USDC 0%, Tether 0%, because it stays at $1. So there's no expectation by any investor that they would be making a profit off of these stable coins. So Paxos, in their response, says categorically that they disagree with the SEC staff because BUSD is not a security. The SEC Wells notice pertains only to BUSD. So to be clear, there are unequivocally no other allegations against Paxos. Paxos has always prioritized the safety of its customers' assets. BUSD issued by Paxos is always backed one-to-one with U.S. dollar denominated reserves, fully segregated and held in bankruptcy remote accounts. We will engage with the SEC on this issue and are prepared to vigorously litigate if necessary. So it looks like Paxos is prepared to litigate and do whatever is necessary to provide the SEC the information possible so that they will no longer be under scrutiny by the SEC for the stablecoin BUSD. Now, moving to NFTs, the biggest news of the week is that OpenSea has announced a major change to their fee structure, at least for now, regarding creator royalties and its platform fee. So OpenSea used to be the largest NFT marketplace in the world. It has now received some heavy competition from a NFT marketplace that launched in October of 2022 called Blur. It's more catered towards traders, high-frequency traders, but eventually I would assume that they're working on trying to bring in more retail investors and traders as well, but basically they do not enforce creator royalties. So creator royalties are a fee that creators are able to receive for every sale of their work. So even after they've minted out and sold their NFT or piece of work, whenever it is resold in any marketplace, or at least OpenSea, for example, they would be able to receive a percentage back from that particular sale. And it generally is supposed to go on in perpetuity. So whenever a piece of artwork is sold from now until the end of time, they can have those assets and royalties, transferred to their family members, etc. OpenSea enforced those creator royalties. Blur came on the scene and did not enforce those creator royalties. So that's a less fee that the people who are buying NFTs would have to pay, because you would have to pay on OpenSea. You would have to pay the OpenSea fee, which was 2.5%. Then you also had to pay the creator royalties. And the creator royalty is dependent on the creator. So some creators would have a 2.5% royalty, some would have 5%, some have upwards of 10% of a creator royalty, and that would be enforced by OpenSea. Now, given the competition of Blur over the past month and a half, 2 months, have now surpassed OpenSea in sales volume. So now you have competition. Now OpenSea is somewhat scrambling to counteract what's going on with Blur. So you can see here, OpenSea, which is the world's largest NFT marketplace, has now made a significant change to their creator royalty and fee structure, changes that will have a dramatic impact on both collectors and creators who use the platform. So they published a thread showing here that they are making big changes. The OpenSea fee, for a limited time at least, will be 0%. So that's obviously going to be some incentive for more traders as well as investors to use the OpenSea platform, because you now don't have that 2.5% fee that you have to pay for every time you buy an NFT. They are also moving to an optional creator earnings 0.5% minimum for all collections without on-chain enforcement, whether it's an old collection or a new collection, and marketplaces with the same policies will not be blocked by the operator filter. So there was a point in time where OpenSea was blocking traders who were using Blur in order to reserve that creator royalty on NFT collections that were being traded on OpenSea. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future, because one of the major incentives for creators and artists to create NFTs is the fact that they were able to receive these royalties. So once they sold their NFT collection, they also or able to have an income stream, throughout a particular year as their NFTs are being traded on these marketplaces. So now that Blur has come with a non-enforcement of those creator royalties, now you probably will see some changes with regards to what creators will do, whether it be increasing the price to mint out their NFT collections. You may see higher mint prices now because that will be their main source of income, would just be minting the NFT. Or you may see more open editions, which we talked about a couple videos ago, where they sell a number of NFTs within a certain time frame, and it's one usually particular art piece that is sold at one time. So we're still in the early stages of this whole industry. So as we're seeing, things are being tweaked here and there. And so what's great about us learning about this NFT marketplace now is that we will be the ones that are more seasoned and understand once the masses join into NFTs, because we truly do believe that NFTs will be the future and are not going anywhere. And we will show you why as we go into the next story. Puma, which is one of the more popular sneaker brands in the world, just announced that they are going to be releasing a PFP NFT, which is profile picture collection, in celebration of their 75-year anniversary. So you can see here on their Twitter thread, we are proud to celebrate our 75-year anniversary, and they are going to be releasing their NFT collection called Super Pumas. So they will be releasing 10,000 total Super Puma NFTs. 4,000 will be for sale. The other 6,000 relate to going to the team, as well as people who hold what is called the Nitro NFT will also have a free airdrop of this Puma NFT. So 4,000 will actually be for sale on February 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And the Super Puma mint price will be 0.15 Ethereum. So that's, obviously Ethereum is fluctuating right now, but that's, over 200, somewhere in between $200 and $300, which we think is a little pricey, but Puma is obviously a major Web2 brand, so a lot of people will be interested. So most likely those 4,000 will sell out pretty quickly, and then they will be available on a marketplace like OpenSea, which we just discussed. So you can see here's an example of what one of these Super Pumas will look like. This is a one of one, so not all of them will have this aesthetic, but there will be 10 one of ones, as you can see here. They collaborated with 10 artists, including a few artists which I believe are pretty well known in the NFT space. And here's an example by this artist, Bong Do, I guess is how it's said. That actually looks pretty cool. So Puma is one of many Web2 companies and one of the few sneaker companies, because we already know that Nike, please go and check our video that we did on the crypto kicks, because Nike bought and acquired Web3 company Artifact, and they are continually coming out with very new NFTs, and they're working on a metaverse as well. So Nike saw very early on that Web3 is something that they should be involved in, and they went ahead and made an acquisition of an actual Web3 native company. So Web2, more and more companies are getting involved and are finding ways to get into the space of digital art and digital collectibles. So they have also partnered with 10KTF, which is another Web3 native company. They are now owned by Yuga Labs, and Yuga Labs, as many of us know, is responsible for the top collections in the NFT market, from Bored Ape Yacht Club to Mutant Ape Yacht Club to The Other Side by Other Deed. They also acquired CryptoPunks. So 10KTF is another Web3 native company that they have teamed up with and acquired, and Puma is now teaming up with 10KTF. And you can see here that creator earnings are 5%. So for every sale of any of these 10KTF pieces, 10KTF, the company, will get 5%. And you can see they've done over 15,000 Ethereum in volume. So that's, basically almost with a 5% earnings, that's almost 750 Ethereum since 2021 that 10KTF has generated. And that's obviously a significant amount of money. And so this is something that we're going to be keeping an eye on, because these creator earnings obviously can be very significant depending on the artwork and depending on the collection. So lastly, today we're going to talk about this Starbucks Odyssey. We mentioned this in our Instagram a couple of months ago, and if you go check out our Instagram, please go there at Networkchain. We post daily with regards to different NFT news and cryptocurrency news. And as you can see here, Starbucks Odyssey was announced in December of 2022. They're currently in beta, and the NFTs, which they call journey stamps, have actually done very well. So as Starbucks is integrating Web3 technology and NFTs with their loyalty program, now they're able to do it at a massive scale. You can use these Journey NFT stamps to be able to get involved in different experiences, be able to, I'm sure, get some type of discounts and get free, coffee. And also having these digital collectibles that are now on the blockchain, owning them, you don't have to keep them. If you want to keep them, great, to be able to get and take advantage of the perks that you receive, but now you can also sell them as well on a marketplace. So you can see here that Starbucks reward members are some of our most loyal and engaged customers. Starbucks Odyssey is our next big innovation in loyalty to recognize, surprise, and delight them. So they're leveraging Web3 technology to reward and connect their members in new ways, such as offering collectible, ownable digital stamps, a new digital community, and opening access to new benefits and immersive coffee experiences, both physically and digitally. So you're going to start to see more and more companies. A major company, obviously, is Starbucks, that is looking to create a experience with these NFTs. And with the beta version, they have collected or have been able to release some of these journey stamps. They have these different types of stamps. One is called Doing Good, one is Bean to Cup. We don't know the exact specifics with regards to each stamp, but you can see these were free when they were initially passing them out, or I should say minting them out to, some of the people who are part of the Journey program, the beta program. And basically, I believe at the time, all you had to do was sign up to Starbucks and their Odyssey link, specific link. And though they're now going for, as you can see, $59, $85, they recently had a sale of $2,000 for this holiday cheer edition stamp. So there's a lot of opportunities in the NFT space. We're still, as I mentioned earlier, very early in the space. It's still developing. A lot of Web2 companies are now jumping in and experimenting with NFTs and Web3. And so we look forward to seeing what else is going to be coming out as we continue to learn more about the NFT space. We see Puma has decided to jump in head first with their 10,000 collection. They are a very well-known brand. You can see they have partnered with LaMelo Ball, who's a very popular NBA player. You can see they've also partnered up with The Hustle Way and The Marathon Continued, which was founded by rapper Nipsey Hussle. You can see here there's another NBA player, Kyle Kuzma. So there's a lot of companies that are getting involved in the NFT space, and so we will keep you posted as we move forward. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to connecting with you on the network chain. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.